defeat of the Hungarian Revolution in 1956 was followed by retaliatory terror and murderous dictatorship. The crushing power of military machinery joined forces with the oppressive technology of political authority. Once again, revolution became an impossible dream.
The wind blew my red flag, the storm rang the bells. I worship my idols, dictators and rebels. Cursed with the past, confused and possessed. At age 16 I lived in Budapest. Like a Bob Dylan I gazed at the rain and the sun. It was a time of the rising hippie scum. With fires against the war for love and peace. Leonard Cohen kept drinking cheap wine in Greece. With flowers against the war for love and peace. Leonard Cohen kept drinking cheap wine in Greece.
Revolutions are the orgasmic convulsions of history.
During the summer, I went for a trip to visit my father in the West. He lived in Paris for almost 10 years. I haven't seen him since he left. My father took me for a redeeming haircut. He didn't like my long curly hair. As we drove by some boring monuments, I wished we would never get there. As we drove by some boring monuments, I wished we would never get there. I wished for a major car crash, or at least for a flat tire. I prayed for instant disaster, for destruction and fire, destruction and fire, destruction and fire, 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 fire. I wished the Tour d'Eiffel would fall on my father's head. I wished the Notre Dame would collapse and strike him dead. I wish the Sacré-Cœur was bombed out and the rubble would block the road. And on the sacrificial altar my father would run. I prayed in ecstasy and panic, I felt like 1,000 volts. I prayed to the people of Paris, I wished for a bloody revolt. I wish the whole city would rise up and the rebels would stop our gun. And I would join them with a song, Hello the Proletariat!
Revolutions are, by their very own nature, unpredictable. The spark that sets fire to everything is inside you.
But my father kept on going and smiling at me like a clown. I wish the L'Arc de Triomphe was burning and the bridges would tumble down. I wish the museums were blown up and the streets were soaked in blood. And when we get to the barber shop, by then the hairdresser would be shot. And when we get to the barber shop, by then the hairdresser would be shot. But nothing could stop my resolute father. My prayers and wishes didn't come true. The barber did his job. I got a fresh brush cut, and the sky remained hopelessly blue. The barber did his job. I got a fresh brush cut, and the sky remained hopelessly blue.
In that stifling hot summer in 1966, nobody suspected, not even Guy Debord, that in less than 2 years, in May 1968, a new wave of uprisings will erupt in all parts of the world, and the streets of Paris will be barricaded by overturned cars